for a handy source of item level 226 gear that, of course, can include some delicious domination sockets. And speaking of the walking of the time, fun detected. Now, this is an interesting story because is this clearly an imbalanced thing? Yeah, absolutely. So should it stay like that in the game? No, it shouldn't. There's a bug. We should fix the bug, but we should maybe try to think a little bit about why people enjoyed this, what they want to do, and people's engagement in systems.
I actually have an incredible way to open this. An incredible comparison, right? So, this is a bug. This is obviously a bug. It is not what they wanted. It's not designed. It was accidental. And it would have, you could easily see how it would devalue work in long cases. It would devalue work for other players. But players who were making use of it found it was fun, found it was interesting, found it was good. There's the immediate comparison that came to my mind is Street Fighter 2.
Of course.
Yeah, of course Street Fighter 2.
Absolutely. It's where I went to first myself.
Yeah, so combos in Street Fighter 2 were a bug.
What?
In Street Fighter 2, when they were designing it, they did not intend for combos. Because the original Street Fighter was just you just trade hits, basically.
Yeah.
Combos were actually literally a bug in how the game was designed. And they found this during development, and they went, well, this isn't what we expected. This isn't what we wanted. Hang on. This kind of slaps. And thus fighting games were born.
That's exactly what they said.
Yeah.
He just turned around and in perfect English said, this kind of slaps, boys.
Yeah. So this bug that they went, hang on, this is a bug, but this is better. Should we keep it? Fuck it, let's keep it because it's better. Yeah. And then, they birthed an incredible genre, possibly the best genre of video games there are. And then the opposite version is this an improved player experience? Delete it now. Get rid of it.
So I'm going to zoom in here and try to put a tiny ounce of nuance into the situation. I agree. I agree. Yeah. I do think it shouldn't be how it was, but just so people understand, right? Earlier this week, players noticed they were getting huge amounts of XP while completing time-walking dungeons, to the point of 1.5 to 2 levels per dungeon during level 50 to 60, which pisses me off because why didn't I do that on my Shadow Priest? Anyway.
Exactly.
Anyway, that's my fault. But yeah, there's this leveling bug, right? You could zoom a character up super quick, and it makes me think of WoW Legion. Right, remember everyone the Legion pre-expansion event where you were getting so many levels, and it's a sort of thing. It obviously could not stay in the game forever because then leveling would never make any sense, right? When you could just do it with the Legion invasions. But for a little tiny event, it was a bunch of fun. People got loads of alts, and that got them all hyped up and ready to play more Legion, which of course was a great move because Legion was an expansion where your alts did equal quite a lot of stuff to do and collect. So here, you could just do 5 time-walking dungeons. Bam, level 50 to 60 done.
Incredible.
And then as Dakros very well put it here, instead of many grueling hours farming Shadowlands dungeons or doing the really fun and interactive fill the bar quests with Threads of Fate. Threads of Fate. That thing what they put in the game one day and then forgot to balance. That's the wild thing about Threads of Fate. We were initially being like, okay, Threads of Fate, we're getting a bit of Diablo 3 adventure mode. I could sort of see this working. Yep. No. And then I remember the content creators, we were going through it, and people just kind of thought, okay, so this could be good, but wow, the XP is kind of stingy. Because Threads of Fate's slower just doing the campaign.
Yeah.
And they haven't touched Threads of Fate. So it's a bit weird because the campaign is literally faster. But Threads of Fate, the follow-up thing for alts, is just language. I think most people would agree that it is oddly tuned. So that's a bit weird for Threads of Fate. However, as one person in the community pointed out, considering we had similar XP gains with the last time walking week, this was most likely intended, but you never quite know when something might be hotfixed, so I suggest getting it done soon. So it seems this wasn't intended, and it's time to dungeon spam or Threads of Fate for your level 50 alts. I guess the engagement metrics for threads fell below. All right, TJ. All right, man. All right.
You're getting some. The snark out of you is getting rough.
Snarky boy. And all this is he called this out with a little happy face, so he's clearly a happy chap. I'm really happy that Blizzard took just one day after it was mass posted on news outlets to fix this dire problem when it took 3 weeks to make Shards of Domination not overrideable. Ha ha! Yeah. Now, I do think this should have been nerfed. I don't think it should have been nerfed into the ground. There's a few ways to do this. If you wanted a quick free win with the community, you could just make a tweet saying, hey everyone, we've seen the bug too. Yeah, you're having a lot of fun. We all know that this can't stay in the game forever. We'll give you 1 day, 2 days, whatever.
Meantime,
and then we're going to nerf it. They could just do that.
Yeah.
Or they could have just nerfed it by half. Or, done some major nerf that makes it a bit better. Now, I know it's their problem is, oh yeah, but if we make it the best thing to do ever, then it's the only thing people will ever do. But also, it's not a time walking week every single week.
Yeah.
So this is the one thing where it would be acceptable for this to be just a little bit faster than normal. So I think they should have understood that people saw this and were like, oh fuck, I can level up my alts. Finally, okay, I'm going to blast a bunch of them. Because of course, alts means more playing of the game, especially with the Covenants and all of that stuff. So, I understand they see this problem, they go to fix the problem, but it's like you can fix the problem, but also kind of hurt yourself and not make people happy. And I think that's what happened.
It's extremely tone deaf because you think of what they could do. Like, not even just the obvious ones of, we'll let you have it for a day or we'll let you have it for a week. Don't go too crazy. They could properly just go, this is now the standard. Or, now you can buy an XP bonus for time walking badges that are only active during time walking week or during time walking whatever. Maybe that's a 20% XP bonus that's active all the time or active only in time walking dungeons.
Oh, stop you with these ideas.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the stuff where it's like you could make this fun, you could make this interesting, you could make this engaging.